The sound quality was a real problem the other night on one of the videos, so I decided to do this one over again and try to make it concise. It was about taking your frozen mixes. If this is going to help at all a little bit. It's about taking your, your dry mixes and rotating them either in and out of the freezer or just, and then storing them a little longer after that, or just rotating them in and out of the freezer. So I'm going to try to go over this really quickly. One of the plus factors is if there's anything in these mixes, which there usually is not, anything that's going to hatch into a little bug, if you put it at 0 degrees or colder for 3 days, it will take care of that. And then if you store it in a plastic bag, like a zipper type bag, and so the moisture in the freezer isn't going to get to it, then you can return it to your shelf, and at least it won't have any little buggies hatch out of it. But what I have been doing for quite a while now, the picture looks all blurry too. Guess you take what you can, get what you can, take what you can get. Um, the main purpose, I'm going to just show you here what I got so I don't have to fiddle with it. It would be fine for things like hot chocolate mix. This is sealed in a foil package. This has just got wax paper on the inside, but if you put that in a zipper bag, it would be just fine. Things like muffin mixes. These may or may not have a little bit of, these kind of mixes may or may not have a little bit of, like nitrogen pumped into it, or carbon dioxide. And then things like, oops, there goes my stuff, the dry soup mixes, that's a lot of glare on there. There you go, Bear Creek mix, things like that. Or my ultimate favorite, no bake cheesecake mix. So what I was trying to say was, if you cycle these into the freezer and back out for 3 days, it will have some protection. But most of these are sealed up in such a way that you're not going to have a problem. Both of the packets and the cheesecake mix are already sealed in such a way that you're not going to have an insect problem. That would be more for things like bags of flour and the corn muffin mix that has the what do you call that stuff, wax paper on the inside of it. But things that are sealed up in a pouch, like the Bear Creek soup, are not going to probably have any problem with insects getting into it unless it gets contaminated from the outside in. So I want to get this, so much for making it short, right? So at any rate, but the ideal is if you have room in your freezer, you can just toss things like I just showed you, or like brownie mixes or cake mixes or muffin mixes or biscuit mixes, or trying to think what else, gravy mixes, any of that kind of thing. You can just toss them in the freezer, preferably with a Ziploc bag around the outside, but it's not, do all be all end all. The only thing I would not do, I would not put a mix like this into the freezer and then take it out and dry pack it unless it had been protected by a, I wouldn't vacuum seal it either unless it had been protected by a bag, because it will absorb moisture out of your freezer. Now, confusing enough. So if you leave your mixes in the freezer, it's going to extend the life greatly, just like it does for yeast. I mean, you throw yeast in the freezer and it lasts 10,000 million, 14, 12, a bunch of time. It lasts for like 25 years if you throw. It can last 10, 8, 10, 15, 25 years in your freezer. So that's a big advantage. Let's see, I'm trying to think if there was anything else in that video. I'm sure it was a lot longer than that. You can cycle them in and cycle them out. These fit really nice. I keep showing you this mix, but I put a little extra vanilla and sugar in this, and these fit really nice in the door of my freezer, as well as 1 pound blocks of butter as well. So I'm sure there was more in the other video, but probably other topics, but I can't remember right this very minute. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. So under 5 minutes. And if there were other things that I remember, I'll just make a new video. So welcome to the new people. We had a few new people sign up over the weekend as well. We welcome you to the channel. I feel like this is a place where we learn from each other, and I appreciate your comments. So participate, and we'll all learn. God bless your efforts to prepare. Make a list. Check it twice so you can eat more than just beans and just rice. Bye for now.